kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
In its second season of existence, there's a look inside one of the real jewels of the NFL. SoFi Stadium, just south of downtown Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Set to kick off.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. His first carry of the game. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
At the 40-yard line.
On first down, this is Geis. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards remain on second down.
At the 45-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Marlon Davidson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And able to find Dorsett. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Darius Geis.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Justin Houston showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
It's third down. 3rd and long.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, Jackson. I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be incomplete. The 3rd down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Sean Bunting on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw was a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Allen with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it because he had visions of end zone in his mind. He's going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
At the Chargers' 5-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Minshew. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Sam Martin set to...
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Being chased down, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster.
And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. DJ Moore, 45 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Second and
now Hunt.
At the 25-yard line.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 25 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chargers 7.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The Titans.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down, and he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
Second and 10. They run with Hunt. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. It's a loss of 14 that time, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the gun is Minshew. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On second down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again? Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew looking long for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCoy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Philip Dorsett, 47 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Titans 28, Chargers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really isn't.
He's got a man complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Minshew. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Odell Beckham, 47 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Titans 35, Chargers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge on your offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lamarcus Joyner with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Completes it to Lee. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Minshew. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis.
Minshew's pass intercepted. The Chargers take over first.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Lining up.
And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver, because remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, that little bit of hesitancy. Often works really well for offensive guys.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Here's Hunt. Big hold of the 30. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Kareem Hunt, 82 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Austin Seibert on for the play.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Now Jackson apparently a little unsure of things, so he'll call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun. Jackson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It's 2nd down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Geis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. This is caught. It's close. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Geis. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Touchdown, Chargers.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Hill on the tackle. It's a gain of 2.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. He's going to be stopped short of a first down as he'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Minshew. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Past the 20.
In your face!
And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Chargers.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the...
Now it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Jackson now, throwing on 3rd and long. That's complete to Cooks. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Jackson from the shotgun. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And goes incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he'll get them a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
That is on 6-yard line.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Lee, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
the ball.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That's a game.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped up as he could only muster a yard. So 4th down coming up on the other side as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. He gets it to Cooks. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshall Lattimore. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's got room. And he works free. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big run by Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa?